The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get started today. You haven't been here before. Guess what? Now you're here. You're going to have to get to know me, and I want to get to know you. Got a couple things. I'll get to know you. I have total recall on most things. I have an IQ of 203. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. Kind of fun. But you know, when that was in the 6th grade, they told me I was retarded because I'd be writing 2 different things simultaneously and have a third conversation. Then I have total recall on most things, and they think that was weird. Like I said, they want to put me in a retarded class at 6th grade. It's like, are you kidding me? I just thought the teachers were kind of stupid. Well, what can I say? Now, what does that mean? You've been trying to get to the $1 million dream. How long? How old are you? Come on, let's be honest with yourself. Did you look in the mirror today, figure out what you want to do? Or are you having the same rerun every day? You see, I got to my first $1 million as a teenager. From there, I got to billion at 26 into corporate structure. I like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and goodies and big buildings. I like making money. You see, you got some choices today. Now, the bottom line, this is live, and I'm live 6 days a week for 45 years in person or online. I need you to do a couple things today. Number one, there's no pictures, there's no recording. I need you to put it here. Can you tell me what this is? What is it? You're going to say it's a $5 bill? It's a Federal Reserve note. It's not even money. At least it says, in God we trust. You see, what happens with money, money won't buy you happiness, but it'll give you freedom. You get all that off your back, and then you can find happiness. That's what money does. So the reality is pretty simple. So today and any day you want to pop in and get to know me, I'll get to know you too. And then I had that problem, sorry to say. And I'm rhyming all the time. Both sides of my brain kind of work, and I can't stop it. Oh, well. I did write 2 famous rap songs because I can basically take 3 things to turn it into a song too. Now, rags to riches, that was me. Kind of sucks. You get born in a taxi, she throws you in a trash can, and then Mrs. Hope gets to use and abuse you too. Well, what am I going to do? Go wham, wham, wham? Nope. I'm going to fight through the pain. Now, your journey today begins with me. I want you to start looking behind the curtain. Can you do that for me too? See, I'm sorry to say, but you follow ducks and sheep. You ask people who never made it before how to do this and that. And the reality is, I'm sorry, you didn't get to where you want to go. So if you look behind that curtain, and the next thing you have to think about is if you do the same damn thing every day, guess what you get as the results? Why don't you act like the building's on fire? All right, let's go get it. Let's write down, see it, believe it, go get it. Can you do that for me? That's a little blueprint I wrote when I was 9.5 years old. You see, the problem today, you keep having reruns, and eventually you're going to die. Kind of sucks. Why don't we stop all the reruns? Why don't we learn to play? Now, let's get out our credit cards today. Come on, get out your personal credit cards. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough. He was security chief at TOW, then became a Spirit in '96. If you take your cards out of your pocket today and you put a stick in the back of it, you write down the limit of the card, you maintain 25%, you never go past 29%. And these 2 cards are worth 100,000, that's 71,000 of safety. Your problem is you keep doing this. You keep screwing up the credit. And now you got all these idiots on, TikTok, Google going, credit repair. Credit repair is a fraud. It's ridiculous. They're going to collect $100 a month from you for 2 years, and you're still going to have shitty credit. No, I'd like you to draw the line of defense. Is that okay? TOW still for the report's wrong. Thomas Woolridge. In '96, I became a Spirit. I designed something years ago when I was training Ken. And what did I do? I designed this 25-29% rule. See, what happens is if you jack up a card past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, hell, you can't get any more, and you can't write out diddly squat. You back yourself in a corner. I think that's kind of stupid. But that's just my opinion. So I designed good, fair, or no. They changed the no to basically something else too. But you know what the NACB did? They certified me as the #1 consultant worldwide. Personal and business credit too. Last 45 years helping people like you. Now we got basically chapter 18. I'm not here to be legal advice or county and all that silly stuff. I just want to show you the truth. Is that okay? I know on TikTok you got this, I'm an attorney. This is how you get a paycheck. You need an LLC. I said, stop the crap. All the IRS cares about is the SS4, how you receive money, don't pay tax or you're profitable. All that BS has to stop. Especially if you got an LLC come January, they're going to kick your ass. That's on the CTA Act, Treasury Department. So let's go back to basics. A corporation's a legal person. It's right in front of you. It may sue or be sued. I learned that at 7.5 years old. I'm listening to a poker game at Mrs. Hope's house. Every Wednesday night she had one with all the people going blah, blah, blah. I wrote it down. They told me it was weird, probably true. You know, a corporation, if it sues, it can sue or be sued. So if you have a corporation today or you get one tomorrow, just don't worry when they sue the corp, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Congratulations. Now understand what I want you to do today. Think about what I did. Now, I wanted to basically figure this out. Corporation's a legal person. I went down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door was a library. I walked in, ma'am, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. About 5-10 minutes later, she came, here's a mark of this, here's a book. We might go see a book. I wanted a blueprint. I wanted some help. I already had the book. You've been looking at the books too. Good luck for you. Your problem is you don't have a blueprint. The other problem is you don't have a coach. Someone who's got into the millions and billions willing to hold your hand daily besides me. So what did I do? I went to the library for 2 years. When I was 9.5 years old, I sent away $10 to the Secretary of State of California. And I started a corporation because they're all free. You just pay a little filing fee. And I got basically Helping Hand Industries. You know what freaked us out then? I was 9.5 years old. I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. Are you kidding me? See, what happened next is, now? What are we going to do? See, back in the 70s and 80s, everybody got credit cards in the mail without applying for credit. Then I got named in the movie Dave. From there, when I was 12 and a half, I used the word Braille when I started the Orange County Blind Center, and I got basically named in a lawsuit. It scared the crap out of me. I needed to master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. So I created something called division process. Can you write that down, please? So let's understand the goal is to never bring the pain home as we play. Now, when I was a kid, they said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. The problem with you having a corporation without divisions, you only have one basket. You're the duck and the sheep. When they sue the corp, they sue you. That's kind of silly and dumb, by the way. You know, it's amazing how the banks do this. Now, like I said, if you got an LLC, come January, the Treasury Department's going to kick your assets. I couldn't stand this. Two things on YouTube yesterday and Google and Tickety Talk. The attorney saying this, I get paid, get an LLC. Let's do the Macarena. That's all a bunch of bull crap. Treasury Department's going to kick your assets in January. You got an LLC. Stupid people. But understand, put your ducks in a row. Well, that's what they said when I was a kid. So I said, what does it mean? They said, me. So what did I do? I said, here's a corp. Here's entities. Let's play. See, when I mastered that SS4 when I was 9.5 years old, I told Ted Turner how to use it. Me, Ted Turner. Wow. So the goal is to create $1 million and not bring the pain home. Is that okay? Warning about me, simple. I'm honest and I'm blunt. If I'm going to tell it like it is, if you follow stupid, you did stupid, you're not stupid. All right, but I build millionaires. You want to play? I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit, by the way, and I'm going to tell you what to do. And I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old. And I'm going to show you how never to bring the pain home again. Is that okay? You got a choice. I've been helping generation after generation for 45 years, helping people just like you. We get to play. Now, my foolproof program is simple as long as you follow through. All right, it'll work 100%, guaranteed. I help rich and famous people all the time, college professors, even homeless coming out of the car living for 3 years, $1.6 million, little Karen in Long Beach, oh, $1.2 million in 9 months. And she got little videos too. Oh, we got to help people coming out of prison, like Freeway Ricky, Nicky Ross, here we go. Gold and platinum cards. And then Thomas, heck, he was in prison for 26 years. Within 6 months, rebuild him and get him brand new dump trucks. Would you like someone to hold your hand and teach you how to play? But you got to go back to basics and understand Franklin D. Roosevelt. In the 30s, he took away all the gold, called it the Gold Act. Fort Knox. Even told you how much your wedding ring could weigh. But what happens? Now, understand what this means for you. Most of you, you got your SS5, which is an SSN, because you were told to at 14 to 16. And that's what you did. And then a bunch of dumb people told you how to use it for credit when you're not supposed to. All right. And then Nixon in 71, what did he do? He canceled the Gold Act. He removed it. And then every mama at the hospital, she has to sign for the SS5, for the SSN, for the baby before they get to go home. See, you got to understand the biggest mistake you didn't do is learn to play by the rules and tools. SS5, write it down, equals SSN Social Security number. You get one, that creates your 1040 tax return. And one's a lonely number. All right, we the people. That means we get a number that's not even ours. It's tax, and probate till we're dead. And they reach in the grave and take that too. The time of death happens to be for the hospital, for the federal government, and the state government. Now understand the SS4. And I need you to do this. Can you do this? Come on. SS4. All right, SS5. You ready? SS5 is over here. That means we're taxed on everything we bring in. We have to live on the leftover. And that kind of sucks. SS4, we are taxed if there's leftover. We're allowed to pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. See, your problem is you think about rich and famous people, but you didn't learn to play. So let's understand today, it's pretty simple. Your name should go in line 1. Now the SS5 equals SSN 1040. And then we look at the SS4 equals 1120, tax return, and known as the tax ID. From here, guess what? Never bring the pain home again. Truly a second chance. But if you are one of those people who don't file tax returns, just go to prison where you belong. I mean, Wesley Snipes listened to his stupid attorneys, all right, and CPAs, and all these stupid people, and he went to prison for 3 years and paid $5 million fine. Listen to stupid. Okay, and if you're one of those people who don't pay your tax returns and do all that, just go to prison. See, all the stupid people in the world that play those games, All they had to do is write down irs.gov and the 1244. You see, if you learn to play the rules by the game, you learn to win the game. The 1244 allows you and the corporation to file one tax return called single filing and almost not pay tax at all. Ooh, isn't that good? See, the lack of knowledge just makes what people do stupid things. I think half the world is lazy. The other half basically need to be a little crazy and follow through. Now, you got 5 reasons you want cash credit to the corporation. First, it's a write-off. It's free money, maintain the payment. You don't hurt your family. You create divisions, and those are the entities that are the ducks and the sheep, not you. And this way you build a legacy for you and your family as we play. I call it free money. I mean, come on. Where are you going to get $100,000 to $1 million that you need to run a business and start a business? Go to Shark Tank and let them steal half your company? All right, well, I'd go there too. Why not? Hell, just one call, they got it made. But let's understand something. I was 17 and a half years old and I had 19 houses. I was fixing them up as a kid. It was fun. I started cleaning them too. But then I had a problem. They said I couldn't get number 20. The loan to value would kick in my ass. So I transferred them to divisions, freed up my loan to value. So that was what I first did. You know, understand? See, where are you going to get the money? Where am I going to get the money? Just start a business, get a raise, win the lottery. Someone going to hand us some money? Most people don't give a shit anyway. So what did we do? We build cash credit to the corporation or tax ID, and we finance the business, and we become an investor. That's what I did. I want you to play. Can you listen and pay attention today? Let's write down property franchise storage units, because I want you to learn to be an investor. And don't give me that excuse, I don't have any money. You can take $100 a week, because you usually waste that every other day, and become a corporate millionaire. So if you did this correctly within about 90 days, I would have rebuilt your life if you did what I told you to do, and you'd have 5,000 to 15,000 of corporate credit. Will that be okay if we repackage you my way? Now understand, when I was flipping properties as a kid, and basically all I did had a problem. By the time I was 21, I go, this is crap. Flippity dippity do. Hell, I'm dealing with a contractor, subcontractor, lien releases, and mechanics needs, and all these shitty people. Most of them are crap and rip off in the crux. So at 21 years old, I decided to do something. I wanted to basically, if I can sell the property, then I have to be the bank. I became the bank that had to pay me for 30 years through the corporate structure. So if we took like an example for you, an apartment complex, we split the units, we become the bank, we get a payment for 30 years, and we can do an assignment of mortgage. Wouldn't that be fun? Your biggest problem is you. You didn't build residual income, and you keep having the same damn rerun. Nice lady. When her husband passed, before he passed, he asked me to promise I'd keep an eye on her a little bit. I said, okay. He built them the dream house. God rest his soul, he's in a better place. She says, I'm going to sell my house, give the money to my son's business, and go live with my daughter. That wasn't the plan. What are you doing? So I did a reverse mortgage, helped her do that. And then she took that $450,000, referenced 3 times 5, and the bank gave her $3 million of credit. Her corporation bought a franchise, 2 of them, by the way, a franchise for one thing, and an apartment complex. So now there's a third party managing this for her, and she gets over $100,000 a month forever. Is that okay? You see, your problem, you did not build residual income, and that's your biggest mistake. If you want to learn to do real estate flippity dippity doos or become the bank in buckets of money, you might want to get my other 2 series too. Now today they're $299 if it is Zelle, but here's the goal, because today we're giving a special in the office. If you Zelle $200, you're going to save even money on that, basically shipping and handling. Take a picture of Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com. You put RW in your Zelle, little message on the Zelle, and you say what you Zelle for, your phone number, and your name too. And we Zelle, now. You see, we got to look at the United States of America Incorporated. This is where the United States of America Incorporated, they took 50 corporations, they call them states. The states stood around and they created cities called corporations. They created Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act in case blank hits the fan, they get to bankrupt the debt and stay in business. By the way, you could have did the same thing if you had no intent to do fraud, and you could have protected you and your family. But instead, you brought the damn pain home. I don't understand that. Why did you do that? See, we tell the government what to do. We, the people. Okay, Biden, when he said it, because he said the dinosaur, all right, government tell the people, no, that's not how we was done. We have the Bill of Rights. We have the Constitution. We, the people. And the Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. Your goal is to make sure you understand to stop bringing the pain home. I don't understand why you did it in the first place. I don't get it. All right, the only thing I hear is, no one told me, Ray. Who the hell told me? I want to get out of hell. I don't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused. All right? The only way I could get out of this is be smarter than anybody I ever met. So let's look at line 1. You got a chance to play. Line 1, legal name of person, corporation, division, subsidiary. Ultimate goal. There's the goal. Build you a corporate umbrella. So let's understand something today. Division of me. See, I want all the goodies too, but I don't want to be a duck and a sheep. So let's give an example like the Lamborghini, one of them part of the collection. So here's the key. Bum, bum, bum. And you know what's really weird? The payment when I obtained this one was $6,800 a month. Now, if I can't pay it, they're going to take it away, the creditor, and give me shitty credit. Then they're going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I have an IRS problem, and I got double shitty credit. But if I bought it to the corp to sue the corp to sue me, that's called stupid. And I'm not stupid. So let's understand something. All right, I bought it through a division of a corporation. All right, you remember I showed you SSN, SS4? I guaranteed by SS4. And you know what? I got no intent to do fraud. But see, if there's a problem, I'm going to do the 3-step I invented for me. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I'm going to put that sucker over here. All the other good pieces are going to be over here. See, your goal in your life, you're supposed to protect the corp. You're supposed to protect your family. If you don't do it my way, when they sue the corp, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. I think that's kind of stupid. What do you think? Now, if I can't say this within 6 months, under the Federal Protection Act, I get to bankrupt the hell out of it, throw the sucker away, and I don't hurt my corp and my family. Is that okay? If you learn to play, when you lease a building, it's a division process. Each property you have should be a division. Why? Because the person who slips and falls is going to sue you and screw you up too. From there, the SS4. I'm sorry these silly people confusing you. In the beginning, it doesn't matter what type of corporation you get. You haven't made any freaking money. Now understand, all money to the SS4, all right? You get to pay your bills first, and then you pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. Wow, is that how rich and famous people do it too? Why don't you look at the Fair Lending Act? One card can be 99 more cards. That's $100 million. That's how you're going to finance the business and the American dream, write it all off. Build you a corporate umbrella. We get to play. The ultimate goal, I'd like you to learn in the future, write down, you're going to fire yourself. I'm going to build you a corporate umbrella, build the credit files, and get you to go and finance the American dream. And eventually you're going to fire yourself, but you're going to be the puppet master too. Now I want you to look at the Secretary of State website today. I want you to find your corp. I want you to find your name. You're the incorporator, you're the officer, you're the statement of information. I'll bet you use your home address too. Well, 87% of stupid people do that every day. Doesn't mean they're stupid. They just did stupid. Who the hell would give their home address on a corporation when they are on the national mailing list now and they get all the robocalls? It's like shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? So let's understand what you did. Change it, please. So we got a choice today. Put your ducks in a row. When they said that when I was a kid, they couldn't answer the question. So I designed a corporate entities and divisions. So today, right now, your corporation gets sued. They sue you. That sucks. It's called the line of defense is what you're missing today. Let's learn to play. And you can learn to play from me since I designed and invented it anyway. Here's a $100 million building across the street from South Plaza Mall, $1 million Lamborghini, a $5 million mansion, and a race boat worth $1 million too. I obtained them. Why didn't you? I don't understand. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? You see, every one of you, all right, I don't understand why you're not a corporate millionaire and why you brought the pain home in the first place. All right, don't make any sense to me. But if you like, I'll rebuild you to millionaire status. But I need you to listen and follow through. But you better learn to get a business going, residual income. I can add you to my system and play. What's your goal today? I always say take the calendar and dissect how many working days are left of the year. 45 years in person or online helping people like you. The bottom line is I'm a visionary. I want to change the world. I got 941 goals to glorify God and help billions still. We get to play. Now I need you to write down credit, loan, and money. Let's understand. I got a client yesterday, $500,000 line of credit at Chase. The other day I got one for $250 for a client. See, if they learn to play, they can learn to play like I want them to do. Let's do this. Let's take 100,000. You got 100,000 in the bank? Why don't we put it right into the bank in a corporate account? Reference 3 times 5. Oh, you don't have it? Why don't we get American Express or some card or Wells Fargo? You can have a checkbook, then put 100,000 in the bank because it's borrowed money. It's a write-off anyway. And then we reference 3 times 5, so they can give up to 1.5 million. Would that be okay if your corporation buys a franchise, an apartment complex, and you have a line of defense, and you hire a third party to manage them for you as you become an investor and get financial freedom? See, your biggest problem is you. You didn't create $100,000 a month to at least $1,000 a month residual income, because that's what I want you to do. Let's understand 100,000. I'd like to add you to my credit system and reference my history and pop you 100,000 card. Would that be okay if I do that for you, for Corp, Division, or you? But as we do this today, let's remember something. REI charges 10% normally for that $100,000. National average is about 10, which is about 10 grand. If you did it today, all right, by Zelle, I'll give it to you for $39.99. But it's up to you. And it has to be a Zelle. Got it? Simple to do. Now, I got this package called Millionaires. All right, basically, it's a master's program. We build $1 million of credit. There's all kinds of pieces. It's like putting a puzzle together. So we got to have 18 divisions, 9 personal, 9 business, tax IDs, rapid rescores. We got to pop credit, daisy chain, all kinds of fun stuff. All right, we give you all these bonuses as well. It's about 45,000 of bonuses. Normally it costs $100,000. So what happens if you paid in full, you get a 50% discount. You don't need the bonuses. It's 30,000. But all of a sudden here you got 10,000 down. All right, and it's 1,000 a month, and then it's 10% of every card I pop you. From there, we can also lately, because everyone got in this program, they want to give me payments. It's like, I'm adding history and they're giving me payments. Oh well. So you could actually pay 4 payments of $2,500. I'm only putting 10 in it. I'm almost sold out. So if you don't do it today, you're probably going to miss your opportunity anyway. Next, I got this coaching program that I'm doing. See, I got the TV show and radio show next year. I don't have time for 6 days a week. So if you want to learn real estate, franchise, storage units, and coaching for a year and a half, what we're going to do is get you to stop having the same rerun. The goal should be build up to $50,000 to $100,000 of positive cash flow, residual income as we play. Next, I want to analyze and play in classes and video conferencing. But the funnest thing on this one is I like to do the monthly in-person blueprinting. We take your whole life, past, present, future, and we turn it into a blueprint. And we rebuild you my way. Now, if you can't come in, we can always do a Zoom, but that's up to you. But the ultimate goal is very simple. As we build the credit and I teach you everything I know, projections and what we need to do, I'm going to talk to your creditors with you too, if you allow me to be a CFO for an hour or two. The goal should be daisy chain credit to 5 million and increase limits all the time. Like I did for Robert this morning. I increased his one card I got him a month ago, another 5,000, and the other one 5,000 too. You see, we got to keep increasing them. So what happens in this program is $30,000, okay, if you want to make payments of $5,000 each. If you pay in full, you save $5,000. It's $25,000. And that's this rest of this year and next year of me coaching you personally. There's your bank transfer deposit for the bigger money, or your Zelle deposit to see if you're serious too. You can always put a deposit down today, only putting 10 in it anyway. From there, as we play the game, I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to put yourself in check. See, your biggest problem, I believe, is you, because you've been following ducks and sheep all your life. So it's very simple today. What did you do yesterday, literally, to get to basically the $1 million dream? So did you get the repo list on Monday, which is yesterday? It came out at 6/12 about cars, boats, houses, apartment complexes, and duplexes. How about the probate list? All right. How about the divorce list? How about bankruptcy? Are you selling products, supply and vendor credit? I have clients who do that all the time on eBay. All right. And they're Amazon. So let's understand today, I'd like you to think about $1 million per entity, checkbook money, supply and vendor money. If you work with me and I basically push you up to hell, by the time you turn around, hopefully you have about a $10 million company. Problem we got is you. Your biggest problem is you. Okay, don't think, just do. So I like to make you a money-making machine. Is that okay? So let's think if we want to sell products. All right, just like my caller just got off the phone, he's doing about 60,000 a month right now, and he can build it up to 100,000 a week. So here's 100,000 to 1 million supply and vendor credit. I call it OPM, and the program I wrote for Dun & Bradstreet years ago too. Let's sell these products and sell them on Amazon and eBay. But again, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? You like God's gift? Race boats and yachts with Ray Reynolds University.com. I like to put my name for marketing, because then I can tell you it's mine. And that way, because you don't have to think about all those people that are full of crap and all that social media all the time. Now, I made it simple. White men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. There's me in 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. All right, from there I kicked at the lights that night. And from there, wherever you come from, you can accomplish your goal. The only problem is you got to get out of your own damn way. You see, one of my first cars was a Quintos Lamborghini. That was fun. Now, do you hear the word no? I bet you do. But then you accept it. I don't accept no. I just think they're stupid. They don't know how to do it. From there, you got 1,000 steps to millionaire. If you want to play with me, I'd like you to leave a legacy to your family, if you would, please. A real one, not just a memory and some goodies. I'd like you to think about writing down irrevocable trust today and write down UCC1. House has a deed of trust, car has a pink slip. From their ultimate goal. Now understand today, if you want UCC1, all the stuff in your house or your office, write it there, write it down, and file it at the county recorder's office. You could actually borrow against your own goodies, and you can turn it into a chattel mortgage. The other thing you want to do is tie it to your irrevocable trust, because when you're dead, you'll know where your stuff goes. Right now, it's going to go where, who? You don't even know. You have to plan to live, plan to die, and you got to plan the problem too. Now, these people, they left the legacy their children took over. I think that's the biggest mistake in this world today. No one's leaving the true legacy. From there, I live by, like I said, I plan the problem, I plan to live, I plan to die. So the ultimate goal. Let's draw this diagram in front of you. Let's think about something right now. Bank of America. All right, working on it. Good. Keep working on it, John. All right, that's all we got to do is keep playing. Now, here's Bank of America. Okay, what happens with B of A, they have bankrupt 50 or right now 5,000 locations. Here's their parent company. They own corporations called subsidiaries. I created something called divisions or entities. So what happens is on a bank, they bankrupt locations and they get rid of it because it's a branch number. So they don't bring the pain home like you. Your problem is you didn't dissect your life into pieces and use the division process, so you became one and brought all the pain home, which I think kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't matter if it's Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, US Bank, even basically Geico, doesn't matter if it's Sam's Club or Cities. Your goal should be to stop bringing the pain home. Okay, let's write that down. Why don't you learn to be a true CFO? A certified CFO for credit purposes. And then we program your brain into millionaire status. Now, when I was 9.5, going to the library every day, all right, from the 7.5 years old to literally 9.5, I created a blueprint. I've always been weird, or they've always told me that as well. When you write with both hands and talk at the same time, total recall and remember everything freaks them out. Both sides working it, rhyming all the time. They think you're stupid. I just think they were stupid. But you know, reality is, I create a blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I learned to read at 2.5 years old, but I learned to read, I learned to memorize. Then I had to learn to spell it after that fact. So today your problem is you, because you're treading water and playing it safe. Your problem is you're going to work living with your kids when you retire within 6 years, because you think that 401k, which is a piece of crap, is going to help you. Sorry, it won't. Now you need a true 750, not a care credit First Premier. You need a corporation divisions, $1 million of cash credit, checkbook money, and you need, supply and vendor money too, up to $1 million. These are things you need. I hope you wrote it down, because you can't take pictures or record. Write it down, because you need it now. So we draw the diagram once again, and you do what I tell you to do. Stop bringing the pain home. Put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you under the same corporate umbrella. There you go. Now, the radio and TV show, I've been looking to do this again. Unfortunately, pandemic slowed me down. I want to broadcast nationwide and help billions of people, billions and billions. So I don't have 6 days a week next year. Get what you can. Next year, I'm only going to be coaching about 10 people to the whole year. That's all I want to do. Now, I've incorporated 2 presidents of the United States of America. One is my second favorite president. All right, I couldn't do the first one because that was Abraham Lincoln way before I was born. The other one's Ronald Reagan. But I also did Bill Clinton's too. Helping rich and famous people is kind of fun. They tend to listen better than you. From here, what did you do? You had your kitchen table meeting, I bet you. You said with your friends and family, we're going to start a business, honey. Yeah. Hopefully somebody with half a brain said, what if something goes wrong? Well, what did you do? You jacked up the cards, you dropped the score, you got stuck. Hell, you can't get any more. You can't write off diddly squat, and you backed yourself and your family in a corner. That sucks. I'm sorry, I'll call that stupid. Why? Because you never had to do that in the first place. Okay, and then you haunt your house. Okay, your goal is to never bring the pain home. You're an adult. Why would you bring the pain home in the first place? I don't understand. Write down today's date, project 90 working days. You're going to fall down 1,000 times. You're only going to win 10. That's the way it works. Now, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Page 6 says cash flow for your time. I was creating cash flow at 17 years old. Okay, simple. Now there I'm dead. Can you imagine? I'm worth millions and billions of dollars. I got 3 yachts in the backyard. I'm helping people 6 days a week. Wife wants to take out a yacht with a group of people. Why not, honey? 2009 coma. I get to die at 5:41. My wife goes to the office, and one technology driver over on Spectrum, she sees Ron stealing my books and CDs. My IT guy found out I was going to die, and he sold my websites and my phone numbers to a porn site. Never call the phone number on the CDs. So understand, if you want the books and CDs, they give you the full blueprint. What I sold at the Bonaventure for $5,000 a set for 32 years. It was $5,000 then. Today, you can get it for shipping and handling of $99. There you go. Simple. It's a Zelle only. Ray Reynolds recipient. Ray at racecredit.com. You put on the Zelle RW and your own phone number and address, and we'll ship it right away. You can also call the office today at 800-254-9506. So starting a business and running a business, oh my goodness, the people around you, they're going to knock you off the cliff, going to catch you, or you're going to die. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. But see, my life, I got born in that damn taxi. She threw me in a garbage can. It's amazing. They found a little baby in a stroller last night, too. My wife wants to have this program for our nonprofit called Baby Pickup. Again, that's just one of our programs we want to do. But you know what happened? If I didn't get up at 2:25 in the morning, the abuser at 2:30 would get me. So I've been getting up at 2:25 ever since I was 2.5 years old. My body just wakes up. I got up this morning. I dropped to my knees. I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. And then I go look in the mirror. I've been staring at myself since I was 2.5 years old, putting myself in check. I don't think you ever put yourself in check. You drag your assets out of bed. You have your coffee. You act like you're getting through the day. Then some of you ding-dong say hump day or thank God it's Friday. Only losers say those things, by the way, just to let you know. All right, when you listen to your friends and family, you're clouding your direction. They never made it, and you're asking their opinion. I think that's kind of silly and dumb. What do you think? But again, they're me. There's my wife with one of our helicopters, Lamborghini, and building's one of our yachts too. 3 yachts in the backyard with millions and billions. We took one out with a group of people. The next day I get to dive in a different place, but I hear what's going on in the room. The tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart and take it away, but Jesus gave me a choice. Stay in peace or go back. So I want to give you an example, not to feel sorry for yourself. You see, feeling sorry for yourself is 3 minutes or less. Let's understand today. I moved 24 times. I'm 11 and a half years old. There's always a bully at school. You had to learn to run or kick it. I'd rather die than run. I've been shot twice, 9, 3, 6 times. So you got no excuses. The only excuse is you got to get off your assets and go get it. See, I'm truly God's example. See it, believe it, go get it. I have a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. See, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. The ultimate goal. Got another one coming out. It's called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. Especially for men to shut up because women don't want to hear you. And on top of that, they're a recorder anyway. How about fighting the monster within? Or bullshit doesn't pay my bills. Some of the books I'm doing all the time. If I understand, fight the pain within. We got choices. Let's get you past go today. We'll show you some Lamborghinis, a Duffy's, a mansion. How white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. All right, from there, race boats. All right, helicopters, U-Dogs, yachts, and Ferraris. Just a couple goodies I obtained. Would you like some goodies too? I call it Ray's Rules. The ultimate goal is very simple. I use my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I started when I was 9 and a half years old. What did you do? I wasn't a kid. I was born a grown up. Now, I don't get this. Credit repair. I found 19 idiots on TikTok. The information's not supposed to be there. That's why we can remove it. Oh, my wife and I have been doing credit repair for years. We guarantee this and this and that. Stop the bullshit. Okay, come on. The top 4 credit repair flaky companies have 4 government agencies indictments currently. What, there's a friggin' magic wand? If you have shitty credit, you deserved it. You screwed up something. You didn't pay it. There's no magic wand. Your choice is simple. All right. The Federal Trade Commission says credit repair is a friggin' fraud. Simple. You have the Credit Services Act, says the same damn thing. Well, what are you going to do? Know the facts, the rules, and tools. You Google Section 611. All right. From there, you take every open collection account you got. All right. How are these idiots going to remove a collection account that keeps hammering the shit out of your credit every 30 days? What a lying sack of crappy people. But again, all I can tell you is you negotiate all your debts on the open collection account. Don't be a crook. You have to man up, woman up, pay your debt. You think you're going to make it if you're a crook? Hell no. TRW stood for the report's wrong. Thomas Raymond Woolrich. I'm the one who helped design some of the system you play with today. They became Aspiring in 96. I'll do this myself. Good, maybe, fair, or hell no. Again, that's how it works. So the NACB certified me #1 consultant worldwide. Now, if you want a 750, all you got to do is negotiate open collection account if you have one. Take all cards, put it at 25, 29% rule. Very simple. And then do a rapid refresh that I invented, rapid rescore, all right, 39 years ago with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough. And then we're going to have 750. You might want to learn the KISS method too. Keep it simple, stupid, because that'll get you up to the $1 million mark if you want. From there, 25 steps today. Let's play. #1, Intuit Credit Karma. Intuit bought them on December 3rd, 2020. Credit Karma was indicted for $3 million for lying and said you can get this or that. But okay, they're still there. They're good. All right, the ultimate goal, but there's no phone number to help you. From there, I need you to understand what I want to do for you. I like to analyze everybody's credit for free for the whole world. I want to tell them exactly what they need to do. Could you imagine you and I getting to know each other and holding hands and sing Kumbaya? Get you 750, 90 working days. And on top of that, I do a case. I call case numbers on Saturday for you. So you know exactly from me live what needs to be done in case you have a question or two. Isn't that fun? Now here's that form you didn't pay attention to. Let's call it an SS5 form. It's simple. You did it at 14 to 16, or mommy did it after Nixon took the gold standard out. It says name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above, and other names used. So your SS5 form gets you an SSN, it creates a 1040 tax return. So look at the social card in your purse or wallet, please, because it's going to say flat out, do not laminate, do not carry with you, do not use ID purposes, and property assessment administration, not you. It's not even yours. From there, you got it for the 1040 tax return. Next thing what happened is you got your first job a long time ago, and you go, where's my money? They pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. And that's why we're ducks and sheep. And you chose to be a duck and a sheep and follow stupid and did stupid. If you brought the pain home, you're guilty of that. So you know what you could have done? You could have man up, woman up, and understand the constitutional right. The Supreme Court, that basically a corporation can file you and the corp as a single filing and almost not pay tax. Isn't it better to play and you break even my way? Because I think your way sucks. The reality is simple. Balance your debt. That's all you got to do in the beginning and learn to play. And then what we get to do is go SSN, SS4. We do it together. And what do we get to do? We get to play. Your problem is your lack of knowledge, is your stupidity of man and woman. You're not stupid, but you followed stupid. Isn't it time you go get the $1 million dream and balance that debt and find out what you can write off to? SSN, I'd like to rebuild you. Is that okay? Under the corporate divisions. And then I'd like to train you how to do a CF or SS4 to be a double CFO. You put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. Wouldn't be okay if I teach you how to play the game and win, but it's up to you. There's that SS5 again. Let's compare it to the SS4. You ready? Line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. Banks, grocery stores, and cities are you. You could have put your name on line 1 and quit screwing up and bringing the damn pain home. I don't understand. See, banking and credit purposes on the form too for each entity. You could have played and never brought the pain home in the first place. So your corporation can only do 4 things. This is Ray's law, 4 things. If you do anything else, that's on you. You get the buffer tax, no taxes due to your profitable. We get to get corporate credit, write it all off. Whee! Finance the business, fleet car, free buffet at the hotel. And then the divisions are your line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, bought wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate, and separate liability. The ultimate goal is to create the line of defense. Let me build your corporate umbrella for you. I'll build you up to $1 million if you allow me to. Again, divisions, you're not liable. Now, I'm going to guarantee what I say I can do as long as you go to class and don't fall in your what? And you follow through. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what I need you to do. We're going to work together and sing Kumbaya. Violation, don't jack up cards, do not apply for credit. Don't crash your wrapper rescore. If you do, I got to close your case or charge you a fee. All right, past can't chase future. Come on, knock it off. IRS has a problem. You have a problem with them too? Take out their form called 656 433 AB. Let's basically take care of that problem. Step 3. Now understand, if you want this 750, all you got to do is understand this. If you analyze, I'll analyze you for free. It's in 24 hours. I'll do a wrapper rescore. I'm going to show you how I got this person basically 96 points in 3 days and created green lights. All right, is that okay? 750. If you do what I tell you to do, and you're part of the program as well, like this nice lady, she has a 651. I asked her why you're using half your cards. She said her attorney, CPA, and banker told her to. I told her she's listening to Dumb and Dumber and Dumber, Dumb, Dumb, because what happens? She didn't have any bad credit. I did a wrapper rescore, taught her how to balance her debt, got her up to an 801. Is that okay? So bankruptcy. They were tricked to file a bankruptcy. They went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask questions. He sold them a bankruptcy. And they go, Ray, I don't know why you sold it. I said, you're a grown-up man, that woman up. All right, what do you think they're going to sell you, a banana or a pickle? So they filed bankruptcy, they never had to. So understand something. I think bankruptcy should be if they're going to garnish your wages today or sell your house in court. If not, then don't file it, in my opinion, but it's up to you. I had to get them a starter card under $500. No secured card, unsecured. Then this one has 11 collection accounts. Here's 3,000 to balance your debt. And let's get you to rebuild your credit too. Now, if you let me rebuild you, rapid rescore, you go to class on Saturday, 750 score, usually $9.99. Here's the thing. I want to give you $1,000 credit card back so it reports to your credit so you reimburse yourself. Is that okay? How about if I discount it to $4.99 during this broadcast for you? And the card I get you is $500. Would that be all right? Now, if you want a starter package for corporation, okay. Corporations are free. You pay a filing fee. You don't pay an attorney fee, pay an incorporating service. That's called stupid. Rebuild the credit, rapid score. I'll give you the articles, also tax ID for free. All of that for free. You just pay your filing fee, unless you already have it. Then I'll put you in a setup in level 1 every Wednesday, Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, you're going to pay me $999 to this company. I'm going to give you $5,000 of cash credit back to you, 5 times your investment. If you want $25,000, you pay $24.99. You still get 5 times your money back, better than being in Vegas. So you let me analyze, add history, and start popping credit as soon as possible. All right, again, these discounts and things that I offer during the broadcast only. So you Zelle now, or you call the office at 800-254-9506. So here's another problem you got. By the way, when I repackage you, I'm going to repackage all the silly things you do. You're a voter. Congratulations, so am I. They sell that list 412 times a year. There's a way to get that stopped too. Cable bill. Oh, then you basically have a corporation too. Why don't you call or hit the national list to get off the national mailing list? 888-567-8688. And that way you slow down your robocalls and your junk mail. Phone number's right in front of you. There you go. So as we play the game, then step number 4 today, we get to play and understand number 5 means plan the problem. You allowed your friend and family member to rip you off, steal your money, and the reality is you just put up with it. On top of that, you spent thousands of crap that didn't work. So let's understand today, safety credit. Remember the sticky? Remember what I told you earlier today? Line of defense. All right, here's your goal. Remember the dashboard and what they do? 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. I drew it out years ago for Ken Yarborough. All right, TOW became a Superior. So what do we get to do? We get to play. That means if you want to balance your day, you listen to me and you maintain a 750 score the rest of your life. But again, it's up to you because you're going to have an emergency. We all do. And you can say, Ray, I got to jack up my cards. And I'm going to say, hell no. That'd be stupid. Why would it be stupid? Because you never had to in the first place. Every one of you jacked up your cards, got stuck, couldn't get any more, couldn't get diddly squat. I'm sorry to tell you, that's called stupid. You're not stupid. What you did, you hurt your family. That's not acceptable. I never had a family as a kid. So I'll be damned if I bring the pain home like you. It's not acceptable. These 2 cards, all right, you don't jack them up. These 2 cards, you can push them up to a friggin' $1 million and never pay. I always made a little payment. They even have a paid over time limit too. Those are the cards you're allowed to from now on, and that's Ray's way. You got it so far? You lose your job, have an emergency, what do? You all do the same silly thing. You run out of time, you run out of money, and you can't wait to go jack them up and tell everybody feels sorry for me. I don't think anybody gives a shit, to be honest with you. So you need money? Go ask the bank, your friend, and family. They're all going to say no when you need it. The average person wastes $50 every other day. It's simple. Here's a $5,000 card. Max it out, it's $5,000. It's $50 a month. The average person wastes in a given every other day. They say you waste $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off a corporate credit card, I get to write it all off. The payment is $612.26. And during a pandemic, I can get 2 pizza restaurants with a damn drive-through using some common sense. The reality is white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. From now on, the only thing you can screw up is a division. Write it down. The only thing that Ray says I can ever screw up is a division, not my corp, not my family, and live by it. Very simple. All right, 29% utilization. That's 71,000 of safety. From now, you're going to learn to have your cake you need it too. Ray's rules. All right, number 7, never bring the pain home. Become a certified CFO. Your goal is you have to listen and learn. From there I am in that coma. I wish I would have, boom, but I couldn't do that. I was dead. Now I know what I look like when I'm dead. Oh, well, I got to come back and play with you. Why don't you Google the address right there? 3202 Portofino Circle. That son of a turd stole my home and everything else too. The reality is I got to be in two comas in my life. One, I was crippled at life at 5.5 years old. I woke up and the lady's ringing the bell. You got to go pee pee. You got to go pee pee, ring the bell. I rang the bell. She's out having a cigarette by the pool. All right. She tells me I'm crippled for life. My legs won't work. I got to go pee pee. All right. What am I going to do? Pee pee on the couch and get beat some more? So I rolled off that damn couch and I grabbed that ugly orange shag carpet and I dragged myself to the pee pee. After lifting myself up to the pee pee, Jesus told me inside, get up, walk. I walked to the couch and they all got freaked out. It's not possible. So I saw a ghost. Last time I got to go in the coma, I got to die and come back and help you. See, the devil's screwing with all of us. He wants to knock us down, hold us back, and that's what he wants to do. He does it with me every friggin' day. Seems like my whole life the devil's been screwing with me. But you know what? God's delays aren't God's denials. We could actually win. Now, I'd like to repackage your life my way, like Humpty Dumpty, because I think your way sucks, to be honest with you. From there, corporations, a legal person may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge is why people make stupid things happen. They do stupid. Their lack of knowledge. From there, divisions are your line of defense. It's the only thing you can ever throw away. From there, I want to repackage your life. I want you to let me get you the tax ID. I want to add 2,000 of history and set up your Experian, Treasure, and Equifax and get you cash credit while you line yourself up for checkbook money. I got $1.5 million the other day, got another for 250,000. See, these people in these two programs are working it, and their bottom line is going to follow through. And that's the ultimate goal for every one of you. 9 divisions is $1 million. 41, like in my Buckets of Money book, that's $5 million. Look at the corporation you have today. If you do, all right, understand if you have one, you got to put your ducks in a row. Because right now, if they sue the corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. You might want to set up your line of defense. The banks, grocery stores, and cities did in your face, and you don't pay attention. Now, this is pathetic. If I was there with this guy, I'd say, knock off the crap, get to the church, get the food for your kids, go drive an Uber or Lyft, get off your ass. This is ridiculous. Okay? Everybody can see he can work. Now, understand. I went through the same thing when they stole everything I had. In 2009, they stole everything. What am I going to do? Go home and go boo-hoo? I don't have a home. I don't have a mommy. I don't have a daddy. I got nobody in that fucking world to help me. What am I going to do? Simple. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. Okay? I got $16,400. I took a brand new corporation and built $1 million of credit. I don't stay down like you. What the hell do you do it? I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid? This is stupid. A corporation can build itself. It's about time you realize the law says it's a legal person. It's just pathetic, ridiculous. So you got a choice. I created daisy chaining of credit. 1 card to 9 more. There's your $1 million. How about checkbook money? There's 2.5 million. By the time I'm done, you have 10 million. See, your goal is to turn this into a game and start winning the damn game of business. I wrote that 45 years ago. Now, division, what do I get to do? I have to add 2,000 of history to make it sit there. Going, what do I do? Divisions are simple. 3 divisions, 1497, 499. Simple. Or you can call the office right away. They have a discount today, but again, it's up to you. See, I like goodies. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I thought it sucked. I didn't like being used and abused. And no one gave a shit about me. They walk by in the pier, I'm eating out of a trash can like I'm a piece of shit. You know what I had to do? Study. Make sure I knew I was smarter than anybody I ever met. Simple. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Harleys for the love ride and ride it all off too. We get to play my way. But again, $1 million of credit cards. 5 million in checkbook money. The goal is to make your money making machine. Not the lazy ones, because they'll never make it. 100,000 to $1 million. OPM money, Dun & Bradstreet, selling products on Amazon and eBay. From there, let's do this. Let's rebuild you. Then let me get you our green spark like I did this morning. I got him an unlimited gold and green. It was fun. And then I'm going to teach him how to times it by 9. And then the blue. And then we're going to get these, all right, the Wells Fargo, the ink card, the ultimate gold, then the gold card up to 5 million. We're going to go get even more after that too. So let's understand today, what do we get to do? You see, I want you to think about something on its unsecured line of credit. Chase will give you up to $500,000 now in a $250,000, but let's do it in steps. Let's get checkbook money and then leverage money too. Ultimate goal, you got to have a 2-year corporation. But the other banks, here's my 5 favorite ones. And it's fun. I call this checkbook money up to 5.4 million. Is that okay? The ultimate goal is going to be up to you as we play. They want a 2-year corporation. The ultimate goal, if you want the last one, it's $9.99. But if you sell $4.99 during the broadcast only, you get a half price. There's a phone number to the office too, and there's your Zell. Now. Now, I love specialty classes. They're fun. Everyone's specialized in something because you have to understand, here's something again and again. Now, the specialty this week is on Friday and Saturday at 8:30. All right, so the ultimate goal, if you're not in specialty, it's $9.99 for 90 days. From here, nonprofit, 8:30 in the morning. Our goal is to go over nonprofit corporations and all the things you get to do with a nonprofit. In other words, from here, if you're not in it, if you want just one class, it's $4.99 by Zelle only. From here, we're going to go over and talk about the 501c3 federal exemption form. Next thing is I want you to think about portholes in all 50 states, getting the money, city, state, and federal government. Then I want you to think about profit and not for profit, how they're making more than an average McDonald's. They announced that on May 10th of this year. You can learn to play if you want to. So the goal is this: borrow money. All right, it's not taxable. I want to teach you how to use that to buy an income and knock off your crap and get residual income. And the only thing that can screw up from now on is the division, not the corp in your family. Have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. The ultimate goal. If I gave you $1 million check, what would you do? You probably put it in your personal account. Sorry, I call that dumb. All right, you only get to keep 375. I would have said put it in the corporation, leverage it by 3 to 5, and turn it to 15 million, and then pay the bills and pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, it doesn't seem to be any tax. But again, all we have to understand is the United States of America Incorporated. You see, their 50 corps became states, and states became cities, and they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy in the Federal Protection Act. You could have did the same thing too without bringing the pain home, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. There's step number 9 today. Why don't you Google bankruptcy? SSNS is for who's going to be the duck the next time things screw up in your life. If you let me add you to my system, from there I can build you up to $1 million, get you to class, not fall on your what, and follow through. There's that starter package one more time. Corporation and goodies, $9.99, $5,000 a credit back, $24.99, $25,000. Either way, you decide what you want to do, and you get 5 times your investment. And I get to analyze you, add history, and stop popping credit right away. That's the goal, and that discount is good during this broadcast only. If you need to, you call 800-254-9506. Beat your doubt, run your race, get out of my way or I rebuild you, please. That would be the goal, getting past go. God's gift, the harbor and the mansions in the harbor too. Race boats and yachts and say RayReynoldsUniversity.com. Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. I'd like you to change your driver's license if you would please. P.O. box and mailing address, but that's up to you. More privacy. That's step 12. Now let's look at the car you drive today. I'll bet you let them sweat you for 5 hours in the dealership, treating you like a duck and a sheep, and you lost 20, 30,000, and you got up to 9 inquiries too. That's not how you buy a car. You buy a car by fleet price tax ID division. And from there, you have to understand something today. If you buy a house, it should be bought through the trust. But what are you going to do? At least don't put 2 people on the loan, please. Don't create a loan to value problem. Lose the house, lose the car. What happens? You end up with shitty credit. And then on top of that, they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you got IRS problem, and double shitty credit. See, the register of a car should be a division and not you. From there, you plan the problem. From there, every piece of property you ever get should be literally a division. Who's going to something fall and hurt you? You don't know. Your paycheck offsets your house payment. From there, Amazon did pay tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. So they're doing what? They're playing the game. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He used basically Twitter. He bought in 24 hours of line of credit. Now he's going to be indicted too. On top of that, like Google was, they're in court today. But they have several indictments too. He does have a spaceship. The reality is so does he, so does the other one. I mean, Bill Gates was indicted 4 times. It's terrible. But he did help save Apple too. As we play, let's understand, you could play the game too. And you can join the club and win the battle. Step 15, run your life through the corporation in conjunction. You can also pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. It's simple. Your paycheck's taxable income. You get the leftover. With your leftover, you're paying the car payment, gas registration, insurance. If I was you, I'd be yelling no today and drive a company car like I do. That's step 17. From there, I'd turn around and go eat an answers for IRS.gov. You'd see it says banking and credit purposes right on the form. It's public record. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. You chose to follow. Stupid. You did stupid. You're not stupid. Unfortunately, half of you are lazy. Here's Mama. Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. So that means Mama's got to sign the SS4 form at the hospital for the baby gets to go home and take a nap. Oh, it's simple. It's rules and tools. You buy a house, it's escrow, closed, homestead, trust. You've got a house not in a trust. What do you do today? Well, when they sue you, they just take it away. And when you die, it's stuck into probate. Your family got diddly squat. Maybe you'll think about fixing up a property today. You hire the contractor that hires the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and they sue you and screw you up too, they're going to take everything you got. My way, they get diddly squat. Why don't you look at your irrevocable trust today, step 19. We get to play. And then from there, if you want to be one of those tax crooks that don't file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. His attorneys and CPAs, stupidest people in the world. This man went to prison for 3 years for stupid and got fined $5 million. You want to join him? Go ahead. See, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. You got to play and play the game the right way. That's step 20 today. So let's understand, being an OPM, other people's money. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. Then take the $200,000 on an escrow, leverage it to 15 million. From there, borrow money is not taxed. So set up your line of defense. Step 21, blackjack looks like you get to win. Isn't that fun? Now in 2009, that was my building. One technology drive over on Spectrum, 22,000 square feet. I had 3 other locations, up to $1 million a day. It's simple. I came out of coma and they stole my life. What am I going to do? Go home boohoo like most of you? Hell no. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. All right. I built $1 million of credit in less than 6 weeks. And I rebuilt my life using my 5 divisions. 5 divisions, closet divisions, 3 divisions of me. See, you got choices. Your problem, you allowed yourself to be one in a duck. Now, when they sue you, hell, you got a duck. So 1,000 steps to millionaire. 45 years helping people like you. As credit, loan, money. That means financial freedom. Build residual income. That's what you should be doing. And if you want 100,000 today, I'll add history and I'll set it up so I can pop you credit. But I'm going to charge you 10%, usually it's $10,000. The discount today, if it's done right away, is $39.99. The ability, you can call the office or Zelle now. From there, the Millionaire Program. This is the master's program for $1 million of credit. There's a lot of pieces have to be done, a lot of phone calls, ongoing process. So there's a lot of work to it, and I got to add history. Okay, we give you 45,000 in bonuses if you don't have the bonuses. It's $100,000. What happens is very simple. You can pay in full, you get a 50% discount, or 30,000 no bonuses. From there, it's 10,000 down. All right, unfortunately, people have been paying payments, so we got to let everybody do this now. You can actually do 10,000 down, or you can do $2,500 in 4 payments. It's $1,000 a month for everybody, and from there, it's 10% on every card to get to that 100,000. because I'm going to be giving all this up front. I got to make sure at least we cover the cost. From here, if you want me to coach you this year and next year, we're going to think about real estate franchise storage units. And the goal is to stop having the same rerun, building residual income. In the coaching package, I'm going to do a lot of things, and the goal is to blueprint you all the time and make sure you're on check. Ultimate goal, even talk to your creditors. But again, this is not the cheapest program in town. I'm usually $25,000 a day and $3,000 an hour. This is $30,000 if you want to put $5,000 down and make payments. You pay in full, it's $25,000. There's the goal. It is a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. The goal is a corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. From there, divisions are your line of defense. You don't bring the pain to the corporate family ever again. 9 divisions give you up to $1 million. 41 give you up to about $5 million of credit. I do divisions for you today. Add history, build a corporate umbrella. You get them $4.99 each, 3 for $14.97. You can Zelle now, or you can call the office at 800-254-9506. What are you willing to lose? Family? I didn't have one. I didn't have a family. You know what it's like living in hell? All right, and you got to basically get out of hell when you're 2.5 years old and figure it out. I made a promise I'd never bring the pain home. I would never do what you did. It's not acceptable. So we can't hurt our family. Corporation, they sue you. That's hurting the family. Division process, line of defense. We all get checkmate. We get to act like the bank, the grocery store, and the cities do. We don't need to bring the pain home ever again. So that's step 23. I always like reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Raise rules, corporation divisions, training people how to be a certified CFO, and learning to play and win the game. Never have joint credit system the way you buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporations are free. You pay a little filing fee. Get your divisions, real estate, franchise, current business line of defense. Raise rules are to give credit to every program somebody buys so they can write it all off and take away their damn excuses. I don't like excuses. You will be knocked down 1,000 times, you win 10. Live with it. That's the American dream. Your goal is simple, step 24. Become a certified CFO. But if all you want from me is what? A CFO and you want to be a 750 score? Okay. All we have to do is simple. Analyze your credit. From there, do a rapid rescore. Get you to do exactly what you're told to do in the class, not following your one. Get you the 750. Normally $9.99, we give you $1,000 card back. But again, we discount $4.99. You get a card for $500. So you get to reimburse yourself as you learn the rules and tools you never learned before. From there, a starter package is simple. Corporation and all, $9.99, $5,000 card back to you, 5 times your investment, or you can do $24.99 and get $25,000 of cash credit. The ultimate goal is to analyze, add history, and start popping credit right away. And you learn to be a certified CFO. And then you get to go to my classes. I'm live all the time, 6 days a week. So use Zelle, or call the office right away. So understand, you give referrals, no problem. I'll build more credit for you. I'll Zelle you 10% back. But that 10% is because that person has to name your name when they sign up. If they don't, they blew it for you. So that's why I always give you my email address too. Here's the Bank of America. Bankrupt locations. Corps and divisions are entities. My way is divisions. You got your banks, your grocery stores, your Sam's Club, your city, your Geico. So your goal should be stop bringing the pain home. All right, from there, be a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain. The reality is if you keep doing what you do today, all right, what's going to happen? The same thing. It's a rerun. But if you act like the building's on fire and you see it, believe it, go get it, you can literally take those reruns and you can stop them now. Because that's what you do. Stay safe, stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's always up to you. So you can Zelle now, or you can call 800-254-9506. My goal is to repackage America and rebuild everybody's life the right way. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And at the end of the day, never forget, please, God loves us all.